Garieshoogte is a substantial altitude-gaining pass on the N7 national route just north of the town of Garies. It has an altitude variance of 284 meters over 5.7 kilometers, producing an average gradient of 1 in 20, with the steepest parts being at 1 in 11. This road is relatively new and in excellent condition. There are several deep and near vertical cuttings that provide a showcase of the local geology. The old gravel road, which follows a far more winding route just to the right of the new road, can still be seen clearly from the new pass, but it is no longer publicly accessible. The pass is suitable for all traffic and holds no apparent dangers in its design. For northbound travelers, the pass starts adjacent to the village of Garies at the crossing of the Garies River on the N7. The river is usually nothing more than a dusty and dry riverbed, but when the big rains do come, this becomes a substantial river, which is why the bridge at the foot of this pass is both fairly high and long. Once over the bridge, the heading is into the west for the next 3 kilometers, as the road starts climbing steadily at a gradient of around 1 in 30 by a double set of easy S-curves. In 1845, Garies sprang up on land given to the Dutch Reformed Church by the owner of the farm Goede Verwachting. Its present name, which is a Khoisan word meaning couch grass, was bestowed in it by John X. Merriman. At the 3-kilometer point, the road sweeps into an 80-degree right-hand bend as it skirts a small mountain to the left. It's also from this point that the cuttings start to make an appearance. The angle of the cuttings are determined by the stability of the rock type the engineers have to work with. The softer the rock, the easier the slope of the cuttings. In the case of this pass, the rocks are hard and stable, which have allowed the cuttings to be almost vertical. Some of the cuttings on this pass are almost 10 meters high in places, and here one can marvel at the geology of the mountains perfectly exposed. It's on the apex of this right-hand bend that the steepest part of the pass is reached, where the gradient is at 1 in 11. The direction swings back around the kopje on the left through another left-hand bend of 90 degrees, but the arc is fairly easy and hardly any adjustment of speed is necessary. At the 4-kilometer point, still climbing at 1 in 11, a second right-hand bend of 35 degrees is encountered, followed by a straight section of 700 meters, where the final bend is located, which is a minor kink towards the left. The gradient eases off here to 1 in 20, and the summit can be seen dead ahead. The end of the pass is reached at the intersection to the road to Honda Club by.